Hi, hey Maria. My name is Michaela Salus. I'm going to be your social worker for today. Um, so your homeroom teacher actually referred you to me. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And so she was telling me that you were going through some things. Do you want to tell me a little bit about that?
Um, I don't really want to go too in depth, but I'm in a relationship with my boyfriend. We've been dating for about 6, 7 months now,
Mm-hmm.
and we wanted to be intimate together because we both haven't been with anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
And to make a very long story short, I ended up getting pregnant. Um, I'm about 4 months pregnant now.
All right.
Yeah. I haven't told my parents because they're my dad's really old fashioned.
Mm-hmm.
If I told him, he probably would lose his mind, go crazy, get upset, and I don't know how to respond to that emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
I've been hiding it, wearing baggy clothes. My boyfriend brings me clothes from his house, and
Okay.
I just try to act like I've been gaining weight so my parents won't ask questions. But I don't know how long I can keep this up. I feel very nauseous all the time, lightheaded, sick. I'm always in the clinic. I leave in class just because I can't sit there and get this wave of nausea. It's pretty bad at this point. I'm always in pain, so.
Have you gone to see a doctor or anything for?
I haven't because I'm not sure how much it's gonna cost. I'm scared that if I go, the doctors will tell my parents. So I've just been, I take vitamins. I've been doing research online, but other than that, I haven't really got any medical attention.
Okay, well, first let me just let you know what my role is as your social worker. Basically, I'm really just here to discuss the parts of your life that you feel are troubling you or, causing you problems and try to help you kind of mediate through that. And as with my job, we have full confidentiality. I know you were saying you were scared and you didn't want to let your parents know just yet that you were pregnant, and so I wouldn't be forced to tell them or anything. What we talk about is confidential, and in case the only time I would be forced to say anything is if I feel that you were a danger to, anybody or yourself. You're a harm really to anybody or yourself. And so basically, this is an open space for us. Anything that you say and share, I have to, as I'll be obligated to keep it confidential. I also will be jotting down notes. I don't know if you saw me jotting down notes. It's just for my reference mostly, just in case you say something that I want to go back to and I don't want to interrupt you or something like that, or if I have questions about something that I need clarification for. So if you see me writing down in my notebook, it's really just that. It's not me writing a report to anybody or anything, and not that anybody will see it. And so basically all the personal information that you provide me will be confidential. And so but it sounds like you are going through a lot. It's a lot for a 16-year-old girl to handle all at one time. So how is school going for you? Has this affected your school in any way?
Well, like I said, I leave class very often because I do feel sick. So my grades have been slipping. I typically am a straight A student.
Yeah.
But I can't keep up with the stress of my life right now in school. It's very overwhelming, and I guess online I read that stress doesn't help the baby. So I've been trying to pick and choose what I want to do. So I picked my child, of course, over schoolwork. I think that's why my home teacher also referred me to you, because she knows that I'm pretty bright. I don't really tend to skip class, or I make sure I get assignments done, but I just haven't been able to do any of that since I found out I was pregnant.
Mm-hmm. And so do you feel like, besides, stress from school, do you feel like there's any stress coming from your home life as well?
I guess just the simple fact that my parents aren't as easy to talk to. It does make it a little bit more difficult. I have constant anxiety. I'm scared that they're gonna kick me out, things like that. So I don't know. I guess those are just natural, common fears.
How about any siblings? Do you have any siblings that you know you might?
Yeah, I have 3 siblings. I'm the oldest. So I have to, I'm responsible making sure they're okay. So, I'm the first one to get home. And I have to make sure that they get off the bus and they get their homework done, all that stuff before my parents get home. So my siblings don't know, but they have noticed that I've been acting a little withdrawn. And they're younger. So I'm also scared that they may find out and may tell my parents because they don't know any better. So.
Mm-hmm. And so you feel like your siblings aren't, someone you can go to with this situation at all?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, sometimes, I understand that being the oldest child, sometimes a lot of a burden falls on the oldest to be like the role model to the youngest.
Mm-hmm.
And do you feel like any of that has contributed to any of the stress in your household or not?
I wouldn't necessarily say role model, but I definitely am an influence. I do have a little sister. I have 2 brothers, a little sister, and she does say certain things like, "Hey, I really want to do this." I played soccer for about 2-3 years. She says she wants to also play soccer, so I definitely think that my role in her life is definitely like, I don't want to say role model, but a very strong influence.
I get you.
So I don't want her to find out that I'm pregnant and think that this is okay. This was an accident. Of course, I'm going to be accountable for my actions, but still, this isn't something I would want anyone else to go through, especially at this age.
Yes, that's understandable. So, with your boyfriend, do you get a lot of support from him? Like, how is he with the situation?
He's scared too. Of course, he's been trying to help as much as he can. Like I said, he gives me clothes so I can hide the pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
He goes with me to like the Walgreens so we can get vitamins and stuff. He helps me do research as well for the baby, but we're not really in the best situation. We don't really have the funds to go to the doctor or to get baby clothes, Huggies, and all that stuff. So he does what he can. I mean, in my opinion, he is supportive, but it's not the most comforting hope, I guess you can say.
Mm-hmm. And do you know if he's told anybody, like his parents or family members, about the situation at all?
We both agreed to keep it amongst ourselves. His parents, they're a little bit more open-minded, but of course, if we told them, they would tell my parents, and that's what we've been trying to avoid this whole time.
I get that. And does he have any siblings or anything like that?
He has a younger brother. They're about 2 years apart, though. His brother actually is a freshman at high school with us. So,
okay.
Their relationship is a little bit different than mine with my siblings. They can talk to each other more. Things can have more between them just because they're closer in age. So, I'm not sure if he's told his brother, but I wouldn't be surprised if he has. His brother hasn't really talked to me about anything, so I'm not sure.
I know, that's understandable. So, I know you were saying about with school that you were a very, very diligent student before the situation happened. And did you have any like plans? I don't know, like for what did you wanted to do after high school or?
I wanted to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
My family is really big on that simply because I would be the first one to go, or was going to be the first one to go. But I don't know if I'll be able to afford that now. I mean, I'll still do the college thing, but it just, with all this happening, it's gonna probably be pushed further back. Maybe when I'm...
You think after having the baby, it's going to be a lot harder for you to be able to either get into college or just get to be able to afford college?
I think to afford college, for the most part, well, I know I can get student loans and scholarships, but it's also the fact that I can't live on campus like other students could. I wouldn't be able to just simply commute. My schedule wouldn't be as flexible. So,
Do you feel like you'll miss out on some of that college experience, maybe?
yeah, just because I don't see my parents just coming and say, "I'll take care of the kid while you are gallivanting."
Mm-hmm.
And of course it's college, so I don't see it as gallivanting, but I definitely see my parents not wanting to take up an extra responsibility, and especially when they didn't plan for this, or wasn't expected. So,
Yeah. Oh, would you like anything to drink at all?
some water, nice.
All right, I'll go get you some water.